Peace and blessings. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day to you. Got a chance to come out in the yard and work on a weekday. It's a pretty nice day today. It's sunny, about 85 degrees. And I've just cleaned off my bench. It was horrendous, full of leaves. I haven't been in here working since about December. Probably really November. And so I'm getting ready to start working on Station Point 31. So I've got the plan laid out here. So we're going to measure all the angles, lay it on the table, lay it out, make the cuts we need to make, and resume construction on these frames. So that's frame 31. That's the last frame I can make before the transom. And then behind me here on the ground, we've got from frame 11 to like frame 3 or 4. That's already cut out. Pre-cut to length, rough lengths. And then we have to actually put those final edges on it. Try to show you here. I hope you can see this. But what I have to do is cut out the angle here of where the frame will actually attach to the transom, and then double check the overall length dimensions to make sure we get the true dimension we need to make sure that the hull makes that nice gradual curve. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we have a problem. These pieces weren't cut like I thought they were. I'll show you. So the center chine was cut, as you can see. This is a very slight angle, right? But these two pieces weren't. It looks like I've got a slight bevel on this piece to make the proper angle, but when I laid them all out on the table, they didn't match the overall dimension. Let me get the drawing and show you what I'm talking about. So you can see, I hope you can see, the span from the farthest end here to down here should be 10, 1 and 5/8 inches. So that span from here to here on the outside should be 10, 1 and 5/8. And as it is right now, it's about 10 foot 3 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to cut these a little bit short, a little bit longer than what I think the dimension will be, and then lay them out on the table and make the appropriate adjustments. I'm going to double check with the computer program to make sure that those dimensions that are on my drawing are correct before I actually make a cut. But right now I'm just going to go ahead and shorten these boards up. They're full length. So the dimension that it's supposed to be, I've already marked it. So I'm going to cut it just an inch longer. That way, if I have to adjust the frames in and out, I have a little bit more to play with. Maybe I'll do 2 inches. Yeah, 2 inches longer. So hold tight. Now we'll go ahead and lay them out.
There we go.
Okay, so we're here at the Annapolis Boat Show with world famous Yves Gelina, and we just want to let you know his book, Around the World with Jean Dessous, has been translated into English. And the book's not going to be on Amazon yet, but we're going to let you know where you can find the book by Mr. Gelina. stop now. Cut it. On my podcast, so tell us about your product.
Hi, I'm Christian from Sportaseat, original portable adjustable cushion for boating, recreation, sporting events. It was founded in 1986 from my cousin Evan, who invented the product in his basement, and he designed the machines that still are used today to put them together and assemble them.
Okay.
They're all USA made.
All right.
They're multi-adjustable, made with sunbrew and marine canvas. We have an internal metal frame, 6 ratcheting positions, 22 inches by 18. You can flip it over, so now you have a longer side and a shorter side.
Okay.
And then you can now recline. We have an internal metal frame, it's galvanized, and in the production facility, it's also treated for saltwater exposure. Our longest that we know of in the industry right now is 26 years they've had them. A woman named Joanne stopped here the other day and said, "No, I've had mine for 26 years. I don't need a new one yet."
Okay, what's your website?
My website's sportaseat.com.
Okay.
And our email is info at sportaseat.com.
All right. Are they distributed by?
We are on the internet only. We are USA made, so our factory is in Holyoke, Mass. We're actually out of Connecticut. We do this part-time right now. I'm actually a career firefighter. My wife's in direct mail marketing.
First responder. There we go.
And we love it. I'm glad to carry on the family name and the business. We've been doing it over 30 years, and we're still the original seat and the best seat.
All right. Good to meet you.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet you too.
Thank you. All right. Now you, sir. Who are you?
Chet Wojcik, Sail and Vessel Alliance. I have watched your podcast for a couple of years now, and just very impressed with how passionate you are about what you do and how you allow your faith to get it done when it gets done.
There you go.
Don't rush it. You'll have to when it happens. God's got a plan, and He'll put it there for you.
Right. Now, how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
6'2". And the first thing he said was, "Man, you're
Good
big."
God, you're tall.
So people, I really am 6'7".
He is really 6'7", and he's a big boy, but he's a good boy.
Yeah, don't mess with me, right?
All right, there you go.
All right, I'm here with Scott. Scott, where you from?
I'm from Rochester, New York, man.
From Rochester, New York. And he was kind enough to say, "Aren't you that famous guy?" I'm like, "No, I'm not famous." But yeah, what brings you to the boat show? What brings you to the boat show? What you looking for?
Well, I got a sailboat up in Lake Ontario, and I'm down here looking for stuff. I might want to take it for a cruise someday.
Okay.
Maybe come down to your neighborhood and keep on going south.
What kind of boat you got?
CNC 35.
Okay. Is it big enough for me?
No. Nothing is, you're going to have to build your own boat.
Right. All right, so live and direct from the Annapolis boat show.
Slowly wears off. Your energy has to be increased in order to keep up with.
All right, again here at the Annapolis Boat Show, and I just ran into
Derek Cockburn.
Again, Derek Cockburn is a viewer of the podcast, so thank you, Derek. What's going on with you, man?
Not much. I'm happy to see you. I saw you walking. I was walking down the street and saw you. Wanted to say hello.
All right.
You know, these podcasts can make you feel like you know someone. We've never talked, never met you, but I saw you and wanted to come and say hello. The show has been amazing. that actually has happened with some of the others. I know you know Jeffrey Weddick.
Yeah.
I've never seen him face to face, but I've been in a lot of contact with him. He did an interview for me of me on his podcast, and so I never met him in person, but it would be amazing, to run into him as well.
And you sail out of
Back Creek.
Out of Back Creek, here in Annapolis. And again, you sail?
I sail a Hunter Legend 40. That's a new boat for us. We used to sail Pace Ship Yachts PY 26.
Okay.
So we jumped from a 26 to a 40 this year.
Okay.
So,
and what new toys did you see today?
oh wow, there are lots of new toys. We saw a Fontaine Peugeot.
Okay.
But we don't want a new boat. We really, there's some equipment that we're interested in. A few more electronics.
Hi, Daddy.
Some things like that.
His wife and children are leaving.
That's an important part of the process. You have to keep them involved.
The funnel cake is important.
The funnel cake is more important than
the
the navigation equipment that we're looking for.
Right. All right. So again, live from the Annapolis Boat Show.
Good luck.
All right, thanks.
Take
Peace and
care.
blessings. And the day is done. Driving home from the boat show, it was a really, really good show. The weather was absolutely phenomenal. I've been to 5 fall boat shows, and none of them have ever had weather as glorious as it was today. I mean, low 80s. The humidity was a little bit up there, but it was still great. It's unbelievable to have such a wonderful day in August. If you've ever been to the Annapolis Boat Show, you'll know it's usually very rainy and overcast. For some reason, on Christopher Columbus weekend, it's like that down here. I guess it's the tears of all the Native Americans, who knows. But yeah, great show. I got a chance to hang out with Andy Shell. Actually wanted to interview him, but there were a lot of people around talking to him, so didn't have an opportunity to do that. We just took a photo, then I had to leave. I really wanted to see the Amel 55, which is the boat that SV Delos just sailed on it really happened earlier this year, but they just aired it, I believe, a week or so ago. Didn't have a chance to get on it because I had a line, but I had a chance to get on a couple of nice boats. And I get on boats, and it's, after a few years, it's all the same stuff, but it's nice to do it just to see. And it still holds true that you can buy an almost $1 million yacht, and it's really not big enough for me. I mean, still got a duck and barely have headroom. So if you want to, if you're over 6'6" or really over 6'4", it's a tough road to try and find a boat that really fits you. Actually, I got on a Island Packet. I believe it was Island Packet. I think it was 49 or 46, something like that. Very nice boat. It's a 2009 model. And it actually had a very nice head, and it was really tall, had lots of headroom in it too. So, I mean, that boat was about $400,000, so a little bit more out of my price range. But all in all, it was a good show, and I'm glad I went. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this posted. Just had to pay my toll, but yeah, really nice Island Packet, and got on a Dufour and something else. All in all, it was a very good show. Had a great time. Of course, had the requisite painkillers. But I had to cut myself off about 2 hours before I left. Went to one lecture. The lectures have kind of, they're not as good as they used to be. We used to have really good lectures. Used to be 2 different magazines that sponsored the lectures. That's changed. Now it's only one organization sponsoring them, and they're very limited. The second set of lectures now you have to pay for, where they used to have 2 sets that were free. But anyway, I went to a lecture on lightning protection and corrosion. Very, very good lecture. The information was a lot of it. I guess I digested around 60-70% of it. Still some concepts that were above my experience level yet, but I guess once I actually have to do lightning protection, I'll become a quick student of that. But I did learn something. It's very important to do it while I'm in the build and not try to retrofit it later. And thinking about some way of being able to bond the railings and the shrouds without having to do wires. I got to really think about that. A way to do it aesthetically instead of having wires running. Maybe some type of grounding bar as an architectural element that serves two purposes. That runs along the tow rail, that will actually be able to bond all of the stanchions and the shrouds. My shrouds will be outer shrouds. We'll have a few inner stays that I can easily bond through the cabin top. But yeah, very important topic there, and I'm glad I got a chance to see that. And my light is fading, as you see. It is about a little bit after 7. I've been on the road for about an hour, and even though Annapolis is not an hour from my home, I had to drop a friend off that came with me. So thanks to all those podcasters I ran into that stopped and gave a hello. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate your support and all of your kind words, and thank you very much. And for all of you, please continue to watch, and as always, I appreciate you. Until next time, peace and blessings.